boys. Counter him. Percocet gets the knock.
Oh, another one.
Quick counter.
The trade. Sam with the drop shot from behind. Unsuccessful on that. J7 coming in for the support.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing today? We are live with day number 4 of the PUBG Mobile Club Open Group Stages. I'm your host, Todd Jukes, here with Mustache Dave. Ready to get it going today, Dave? I know I am.
Hey, I'm good, dude. I am good. I'm looking good. You're looking good. I had to go out there and get some LEDs to try to copy you, and I got there a little bit, but I still can't get to your level. I mean, you are just the LED master out here. I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous, big time, big time.
Hey, bro, it's lit, literally. You know, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so guys, we got a great show for you today. We got some serious teams playing. Now, this is day number 4. After today, the scores are going to be even as far as how many games are played between all the squads. Now, top 24 teams will be moving on to the semifinals. This is a pretty crucial day for a lot of these squads, especially some of the ones that we're going to be talking about today. But really, before we do that, let's just go ahead and do a quick recap of exactly how this group stages works. And we're going to start off with the point system. And to get some points to move on, chicken dinner is going to give you 20. Second is going to give you 14. Third is going to give you 10. And of course, 1 point for each kill that you get. And that is crucial to add to your score, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we talked about this last night, you know, coming into these games, that this is going to be the last time that we see this type of point system used. So
True.
if you like it, take a picture, you know, and hopefully you don't forget about it, because moving forward, we saw there in the World League that, you know, chickens are going to be worth a couple points less moving forward. And, yeah, you know, a lot of people are going to be chasing those kills even more. But this is it. This is the point system for today and for PMCO. And we already got a bunch of teams up there at the top. I mean, yesterday was just an explosive day for a couple squads. I mean, we saw Hometown, we saw Ninth Circle. They were just fragging out. I mean, they were getting so many points yesterday. It was amazing. And like you said, we got new teams in here today, or not new teams, they played before, but a new group here today who had the opportunity last night to sit back, relax, watch it on the sidelines, and they're looking to get these points here tonight, Jukes.
Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. And just a quick reminder, let me go ahead and show you guys the schedule of who will be playing today. And that is going to be Group B going against Group D. That's right. We have 4 groups going into today's tournament, but only 2 will be playing today. We're going to start off with Erangel. They're going to head over to the snowy lands of Vikendi. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and warm things up in Miramar 2.0 in the desert, and then of course finish it off with another Erangel match. Now, Group B versus Group D. We had some stacked squads in these groups, that's for sure, and some of these squads didn't quite perform what I think everybody really expected them to. So, man, I mean, this is going to be a really huge day for them, and considering that, let's just go a quick recap of exactly all the groups that we'll be playing. Remember, it's Group B versus Group D, but we're going to start off with Group A. They played yesterday. That's going to be Ninth Circle, 4 Angry Babies, ThizzleTron 3000, Powerful, Figure 8, The Soul, Bats, and Versatile. Now, moving over to Group B, one of the groups that we'll be playing today, Mustache Dave.
Yeah. Impact, you know, this is one of those squads that a lot of eyes, a lot of people will be, you know, watching this team here tonight to see how they make that comeback. Like you said, they have 4 games underneath their belt, and out of those 4 games, they only have 2 kills so far. And then right behind them, 303 Esports. I know they have a ton of fans in the chat here tonight. Punjab Esports, they're up there at the top. 6 Angry Men, so not to be confused with the Angry Babies. This is 6 Angry Men here tonight. They grew up just a little bit. Syndicate, weren't they all the way up there at the top as well?
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
Syndicate
so. That was like
crushed it.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm looking forward to this is an interesting group. I mean, I'm excited. Yeah,
Syndicate on their first day ended up with 40 kills on the day. I mean, that is basically averaging 10 kills a match. They were in first place on the leaderboards for quite a long while without even having to get a chicken dinner. So I'm really looking forward to see how they perform. And like you mentioned, Impact. I mean, that's the team that we really expect a lot out of. Hopefully they can have a great day today. But moving on over to Group C, this is the squad that played yesterday. It's going to be Scrim Farm NA, Null, Execute, Infinix Gaming, Hometown, Cosmos, Tibet, and Tip Top CN1. And they had some pretty good games yesterday. Moving on over to Group D, the squad that will be playing today, and that is going to be Latinos Unidos, Endgame, Paradoxna, Spartanos Gaming, Quest, Death Angels, Most Wanted, and Level X. I mean, Dave, tell us about these squads.
Yeah, I mean, Latinos Unidos, we saw them. This is, if I'm not mistaken, at least their second time around in PMCO. They're going to be attempting to make that dream come true. And then I'm going to be looking at Quest. They got Skies. You know, they had around 7 kills in their 4 games played. Nueve right behind them with 4. Shi Wang with 8. And then Cross with 5 kills. So that squad as a whole, I feel like they got the complete package. I think they had a little difficulties with the rotations, but they should have went back by now, you know, reviewed the VODs, and it's a brand new day. As we say that, though, it's a brand new day, but like you mentioned at the top of the show, these teams, it's getting down to it already. Like, they need to perform here today if they want to have their dream still alive to qualify to the next round.
It's so huge. They only really get three days, pretty much, to be able to get it done. 3 chances to move on to the semifinals. Remember, there's 32 groups that are playing in total. 24 will be moving on to the semis, and then after that, it will be 16 going at it in the finals. And that is only going to be 2 days of matches. So every single one of these games counts. You want to be able to learn all these squads, the rotations. You don't have really a lot of time to do that. So you got to be able to get it done here and now. So moving on from there, let's take a quick look at what the overall standings are pretty much going to look like going into today. And as you can see, we got none other than in first place, Hometown. They played yesterday. Now remember, some of these squads actually played another 4 additional matches as opposed to the teams that are replaying today. So after today, the scoreboard's going to be completely flatlined and even. But yeah, right now so far, Hometown in first, Ninth Circle in second, and Execute in third.
I mean, Hometown, they destroyed yesterday. I am so yesterday's games in a whole. Yeah, they were great. I'm so impressed. I mean, we saw some teams with some beautiful synergy. They demonstrated it. Not only that, some players on an individual level able to just clutch it out. I mean, I stood up maybe about 2 extra hours last night just watching Twinkles. Twinkles from above on Miramar. I mean, the legend. And I think I tweeted, like, if Twinkles would have hit that last shot, I mean, that would have been definitely one of the plays of the year in PUBG Mobile, and we're only in PMCO, so it's just amazing to see plays like that here. I mean, like we said, these players, they're looking to capitalize on this moment. This is their opportunity to show the world what they're made out of.
Yeah, I mean, for anybody that didn't get the chance to watch yesterday's matches, go look at the VOD, and if you don't have that much time, just take a look at the Miramar match. That was probably one of the most hype match. No, it is the most hype match I've seen so far in the group stages today. But we got some serious teams going at it. So, man, make sure you don't go anywhere because I'm really looking forward to that. Moving on over, this is the main pretty much storyline of this entire tournament, and that is going to be the rest of these squads here. And you can see, remember, top 24 are moving on. So Spartanos, Bats, Latinos Unidos, all these squads, and Impact, Impact, which has some of the most seasoned veteran PUBG Mobile North American players inside of it. Only 2 kills out of 4 games here, and they're sitting in 31st place. So today, this is their second day out of 3 to pretty much put some points on the board, and we're going to be keeping a close eye on them and how they perform today.
Yeah, and I know some people out there, they might be thinking, like, why are these guys, why are they always talking about Impact? Like, why are they such a focal point here? And it's like you said, I mean, they're veterans on PUBG Mobile. Like, these are players, Outsider 9K, Monarch, Zute, Wi-Fi. Like, these are players that have been in the scene for a while. And, you know, some of these players that are actually participating in the PMCO, they might have looked up to these guys at one point in time at their playstyle. And now that they're on the same kind of playing field as far as lobby goes, they're destroying them. I mean, let's just put it, they are destroying them so far. I mean, Wi-Fi is the only one on the team with any kills, and that's only 2 kills. Wi-Fi sitting with 2 kills with around 341 total damage, and then you got Outsider with around 100 damage, Monarch with around 448 damage, and then Zute with 30. So this team in particular is one that a lot of people are going to be looking at because there's a lot of high expectations. And I think today we're going to see a completely different team. I'm not going to lie. I think today is going to be a different day for them.
It's got to be. It's got to be. I mean, all of these players that are in this squad have played at multiple, not just national lands, but also global ones, like you mentioned. And it's total. I mean, a lot of the players that like you mentioned, that are in this tournament, they have studied these guys. They have learned from them, and like you mentioned, pretty much idolized them. And yeah, for them to kind of have this performance, it's a pretty big surprise overall. So hopefully they're going to be able to crush it here today. We'll wait and see though, because man, there's a lot of hungry players, a lot of talent out here looking to make some big money. And man, I'll tell you what, PUBG Mobile's throwing out some big money when it comes to these tournaments. I mean, we just saw the World League just a couple days ago. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars were given away to the top teams. So going to be some big games going. We still have some players that are loading up in the lobby. So we're going to get started with our first Erangel match just after this quick commercial break. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back. Sorry about that. We got Mustache D's Cam. We got here already. We're still waiting for the game to get started. It's taking a little while here, but hey, might as well do the hot jacks. The hot jacks. Hot jacks. We're getting jacked out here, man. The Hot Jukes and Mustache Dave podcast. That's what it was. Podcast. Hot Jukes. Kind of mixed up. But what's going on, Dave? Talk to me, man. You ready for today? Let's do it.
Hey, I'm ready for today. If you could stop blocking my camera, you know, listen. You're already flexing on the lights, all right? You're already
I'm throwing
flexing
all over the place.
on the lights, all right? You got the better. See, you know what happened? I texted Jukes. I'm like, yo, I got some LEDs today. He's like, oh, do you? You got some LEDs, do you? Oh man, now I'm paying the price, bro. You don't get LEDs. You know what? Because that just messes with Jukes. He's the LED guy. So yeah, 303. A lot of people looking at 303 to perform here today. I mean, I have to say I am as well, but I'm looking at their stats here. N6. I know this is only 4 games, so you really can't, you know, go off of it too much. But N6 had no kills from their 4 games, and a lot of people have kind of been questioning, you know, is N6 going to be able to kind of pull back, pop off here tonight? Because they need to get points here. All these squads need to get points. Not only that, I want to say the team that needs the most points, Death Angels. They're dead last right now on the overall leaderboard. So just an update looks like these players are finally loading on into the lobby.
There we go.
So that's some good news. That's some good news. How you doing? I mean,
I'm
does
doing
anyone
good.
ask you that?
I'm doing good. I'm pumped up. I'm ready for today's matches. Obviously, there's definitely some teams that man, I'm really shocked at them not really performing. You know, like specifically Impact, a couple other teams as well. Endgame has a lot of other pretty big North American players here. But you know what? Game one. You know, so about should be started here in the next few seconds, and I'm just pumped up for it. I'm just pumped up for it. But yeah, let's go real quick and just give a quick reminder here of the last pretty much members in the leaderboard, so we can take a look exactly at where these squads are sitting. Remember, top 24 move on, ladies and gentlemen, and that is going to be the most important thing here.
Yeah, top 24, and like we just said, Death Angels all the way down there at the bottom. Yes, these teams, they've only played 4 games, so these 4 games here today are extremely important. And we saw yesterday, I mean, game 1 Erangel in our lobby was A versus C all day yesterday. Erangel was pretty chill early game. Same thing with Vikendi, pretty chill. We had about 20 minutes of just, I want to say no action. You know, all these teams playing real passive. Just trying to bite that bullet, and then at the end, bam! All the teams just colliding into one another. So, game number 1, will we see the same thing? Yeah, will we see the same thing here today? Let's go. We're gonna find out, baby.
Well, and here we are, where the players are in the plane. They're locked and loaded, and you can see here, we got a good solid plane path coming from the west to the east, just south of Military Island. Looks like they head over to Lipovka. So this is a southern plane path. So all those teams that like to go George Crates, you know, Severity, anywhere up there, they're going to have some trouble. It's going to be interesting to see where teams opt to land this first game.
Yeah, welcome everybody. I see a couple people in the chat, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Hello, welcome on in. This is PMCO North America Group Stage Day number 4. Group stages, fall split. So, hey, thanks. You clicked the right channel. All right, I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna put it out there. You already did a good job here. I think today's Friday, right? Is today Friday?
It is.
Might be Friday, Saturday. I don't know what day it is, but you chose the right stream. So let's get on into this game. Looks like we already got one squad. That's gonna be the Defeaters dropping over there on military base.
Yeah, Defeaters there, led by Richie. This is really this is a strategy I'm pretty familiar with. This is one that he likes to use. Likes to drop Military Island, have one player kind of land off to the side here to get some loot, and the rest dropping into military. Now they have it all to their lonesome right here. It's gonna be pretty interesting. We got the first circle dropping, and it is gonna be over to the northwest. So George, you know, Zarky, even Severity, all those areas are gonna be in play. So it's gonna be interesting to see how all these squads opt to really, you know, whether they just want to loot really quick and start heading up north, or do they just opt to kind of just hang out and start fighting on the edge of zone. I'm really looking forward to see how this turns out.
Yeah, I mean, this circle definitely creating some challenges just because of the plane path. A lot of these squads, they're not in it, as we can see here on the nice overview of the map. So they're going to have to make their way on in. Checking in, though. Checking in with Pachinki. Pachinki. Looks like we got 2 teams. We got Level Esports out here. Looks like they're going to be up against Syndicate. And Syndicate, I mean, you mentioned them. You saw them that one day. They had, what, 20 kills in one game, setting the record.
Oh, goodness. Yes, they did. And look at this. Michael from DA putting some really big shots with the pistol. Takes down Nueve from Quest. That's going to be really unfortunate for him. But, yeah, Syndicate, the first day, they crushed it with 40 kills out of 4 games. So this is going to be a squad we're definitely going to be keeping a close eye on today.
40 kills in 4 games.
Insane.
And yeah, you had, and listen to this. You had D-Pain with 15 of those kills, and then Serve with 15 of those kills. So 2 players on the squad. 30 kills. That is insane. Oh my goodness, in only 4 games. So yeah, I mean, it has to be a squad that we look at. Look at this though. Nueve just gonna be bleeding on out over here. Michael, not even going for that thirst, not even going for that punch. Gonna be baiting out Nueve. I kind of like this.
I do too. I mean, it looks like he just opted to, you know, he has that UMP set. At the same time, it makes sense because he doesn't want to waste any time or loot pretty much on that player if his entire squad decides to kind of send it in that area. So he just says, you know what, I'm going to take this knot and dip. To be honest with you, though, I mean, why not secure it? I mean, it's an extra point on the board.
Hey,
you had
extra
the 45.
point. Extra point, but I feel like at least when we saw them last, it looked like they were trying to bait the revive. I mean, if nobody's around, like, you have to assume, yeah, they're going to bleed out, and that's what happened in the kill feed. But like you said, I mean, that's one point that Michael was definitely risking, you know, risking the fact that the revive might have been. Hey, maybe they just have, like, some sort of, okay, hey, if we knock you, you know what,
Oh, look at Syndicate.
we'll give you a chance. We'll give you a chance. Syndicate, serve out here. That's the one of the top fraggers from the squad, 15 kills in 4 games, and looks like they're going to be over here looting some crates, some crate action.
Yeah, but look how smart Syndicate was because he landed Pachinki, right? And this is one of the top teams. They landed Pachinki, but said, you know what? Just due to this circle shift, why don't we just go head on over to crates? There's going to be plenty of loot there. We're going to have it most likely all to our lonesome, and we're going to be more central in the circle. So, I mean, really great strategy coming from Syndicate starting off game number 1.
We'll see. We'll see how that pays off. I mean, we've seen multiple teams on the world stage, you know, be pretty successful with the drop spot up there to the crate area, loops, collar 9 to name a few. Endgame though, Endgame. I mean, they got some big names. Everfury,
Oh, yeah.
Kodo. I mean, these are some people that have been in the scene for a while.
For a long while. So, I mean, you know, Kodo, he's played on multiple professional orgs as high as Cloud9 in the past. Everfury played for Method GG, a lot of other big teams. I mean, and Everfury, I mean, he played in the North American Star Challenge. He played in Dubai as well with Gangstar. So, I mean, these guys, they have been around for quite a long time. You know, they got a lot of proof. And this is another squad with a lot of big members that had a tough day number 1. So, I mean, they only have pretty much, you know, today and another day in order to put some points on the board, and right now it's pretty much no excuse. They have to get it done today, I think, to at least feel comfortable going into their last day of the semifinals.
Yeah, so a lot of people, they believe. Let's see if the squad believes in themselves here today, and you know what, 4 games to prove it. 2 kills already onto Quest. Okay, 2 kills, starting out pretty good over here at school. Looks like they lost Nueve. Nueve was the member that died out earlier, that bled on out earlier to Michael. So, yeah, I mean, we talked about this in the pre-show. You know, yesterday was groups A and C early game, especially on Erangel. It was really passive, really quiet. We didn't really get to see that action ramp up until around 20 minutes. And I got to say, it's because these teams, they don't have a lot of experience, you know, kind of dealing with one another in this type of setting.
Definitely. I mean, when I was talking to some of these players, they were like, man, I have never seen these kind of strategies before. I don't know what's going on. And I think that it's just proven that, you know, hey, at the end of the day, no matter how good you are, you got to play against the lobby that you're given. And to be honest with you, if I was in this situation, I would just be playing it like it's a classic. You know, I would kind of just try to reset, just play together as a squad, and just kind of use our gun skill advantage. And push through, because when you start overthinking rotations, I think you put yourself at a disadvantage. You know, because when a squad just full sends on you that you normally don't expect, they'll be a little bit behind. So I just think, hey, just play tight, play together, and just get it done, and you shouldn't have a problem.
So playing like that mindset of playing in a classic, I mean, exactly like what is that? Like, I know you kind of touched on it a little bit, but what exactly is that?
So, like, in a classic, you know, you're kind of just full sending and, like, really pressing a lot of squads. If I am in a group stage, especially on day number 1, where I know that, hey, a lot of these guys are inexperienced, they're not going to, okay, Jeremiah spots out Impact there at those 2 buildings. But what I would be doing is, okay, you're going to know that a lot of these squads are going to be pretty angsty, right?
Yeah.
And I would honestly play edge of zone, and then just keep full sending it on all teams, because you know that they're going to be pretty separated laying down. Just full send as 4, and then just take out teams early on. You should be able to get probably 2 squads, and with that, that's going to be 8 kills, and pretty much get a pretty good deficit, even if you take it taken out early. So, I mean, that's what I would be doing, is just kind of playing hyper-aggressive against a lot of these teams that are nervous.
I mean, I gotta admit, yesterday I feel like some of these teams, they were doing just that. I mean, we saw a couple crashes with teams in vehicles just straight up I mean, I talk about crashing. They tried to run over the enemies. They just sent the vehicles. They tried to get the run over. They pop out real quick. They start fragging on out with their guns with that hip fire. And that aggression, I mean, that is just something that, at least me on a personal level, I'm just not used to seeing. So I can only imagine some of these squads who have been studying the top echelons, you know, have been studying their gameplay. Like, it's completely different. It is completely different, and that's something that I just love. I mean, the new blood coming in here, they got their own strategies, they got their own play styles, and they're trying to make it all mesh together and work here.
Yeah, and I think that that's what you have to deal with. Yeah, that's what you have to deal with. If you're a team that has a lot of experience, you guys should have the upper hand when it comes to gun skill. Look at this zone shift right here. I hate this zone, personally. This is one of the most... Yeah, I hate it. This is the most difficult zone, in my opinion, because... you just don't know if it's going to hard shift north or south on this island. And to get back into either or is so difficult when that zone starts shrinking. So you basically have to take a guess. Or if you are, you know, one of the more dominant squads, you're trying to take those buildings right at that bridge right there. That's a pretty strong location because regardless of whether it goes north or south, you'll be kind of like in the middle of it all. So, yeah, other than that, I think, yeah, Team 15... right here, they're going to be sitting pretty Paradox NA. This is probably, I think, the best spot right now. And, oh, Endgame getting it into Impact right now. And it looks like Wi-Fi is going to be one of the first people taken out here. Day number 4.
Yeah, Wi-Fi, the top fragger from Impact right now.
Top fragger, yeah.
Already taken down and out. That's going to be a heavy one. But like you said, Paradox NA, they're sitting up. They're sitting really high and pretty out here in this position. They do have some oversights on other squads trying to make that rotate, trying to find a home for themselves. And yeah, we'll see what they can do here. We'll see what they can do from this position. And one thing to note, if you're just tuning on in, we see some of these teams, they're parking their vehicles, making sure those tires are nice and safe. I mean, that is something that everybody should be practicing. Everybody.
Oh, yeah, you can see these rotations coming out from all these teams. Impact up there at the top. They are rotating here, but 303 is going to spot him. And there goes Memo, putting some shots down range right now. You can see Zoo is going to be a big battle right now between these two. Oh, Latinos Unidos are getting in this as well. Big third party. Oh, Zute got a great nade on the ballot.
Nice grenade.
And the flush.
Oh, okay. The follow-up grenade to get that confirmed. We'll be able to get some loot, but yeah, that third party from Latinos Unidos has me a little concerned out here. So we'll see what Impact can do. 303, they were just minding their own business. Looks like they're going to have a nice little compound to retreat to. But, ooh, Zute looking pretty aggressive with the pull-up, with the AKM spray. And that's going to just keep them chugging on along down there.
Yeah,
ooh,
really.
Quest pulling up.
Quester's getting into it now as well. Memo's stuck here. He needs some support from his team. Impact's playing this really, really separated right now. They, I would like to see them play a little bit tighter right now. I see Memo throwing out the grenade. Will he be able to connect? He's going to have to see. Really, really close fight right now.
1v3. Yeah, pretty much a 1v3. So it looks like Memo will be able to pull back. And Quest just going to continue to toss some grenades onto that rock, onto that boulder, where they think Memo might be hiding. Outsider behind this concrete barrier, prone right now, just waiting for Quest to crest down over the hill and take out their heads.
Yeah, you can see right now, really close fight between all these. You know, they're right now just trying to find a spot, and this is always, like I said, a tough zone. Quest, cross, trying to drive on by.
Tire popped.
Yeah, that's all you got to do, and he's not going to be able to move at all. And here comes Latinos Unidos. That's all you got to do. Yeah,
wow.
drop out that tire from that buggy, and yeah, know where you can run.
That's the game plan right there. Pop those tires, and look at that. That's going to get the attention, the immediate support from the squad mates. You see them trying to make their way on uphill. Cross going to be bleeding on out. Ander right here prepping a grenade. Looks like they're going to be using Cross out there bleeding on out for somewhat of a bait. And Chi-Wing is going to be spotted by Ander.
Yeah, you can see Ander there putting in some work. Chi-Wing, oh, was able to get some return shots. That's going to stop the bleeding a little bit right there. And Latinos Unidos know that they have to start getting into this next circle. You can see them on the rotation right now, wondering where they're going to head on to. Okay, next zone, you can see it's dead center. I mean, it's either going to be north or south. We'll have to wait and see where it wants to go. Endgame are in a pretty good spot, I believe. And look at all the rest of these teams. I mean, everybody right now in the group stages, they're playing this so wide, and they are just edging out circle right now.
Yeah, I mean, that whole cluster up there to the north, that zone definitely changing some factors, right? Oh, Ender getting ran over.
Oh my goodness.
Punjab Esports just, destroying them right there.
Yeah, I mean, that you never want to get ran over on stream, but what a play we saw. Syndicate here at Crates, and D-Pain, he's up on the scaffolding. This is a do or die, kind of position, because you can get some really good sight lines for your team and some good shots, but I kid you not, once you get knocked on there, you do not make it down alive.
So we'll see. Chacho trying to make the pull up, trying to toss out some grenades and fish out Quest. We'll be popping back on into the buggy.
Yeah, you can see right now, here comes Singh, Team 12. That's going to be Punjab Esports. They are pretty high up on the leaderboards, looking to have another great day here as they start heading into North George. This is a tough game number 1 circle, and all these squads right now are just kind of scrambling to just find a spot, wait for it, and this is only zone number 3. But still,
yeah,
all 16 teams are alive. For now, at least.
That's actually amazing. Actually amazing. All 16. Oh, as we said, one of the members out there going down to the blue zone, only in zone number 3. So interesting. Latinos, you need those right there to the north. You got 2 members of Quest on in between Punjab Esports right here. Honestly, Punjab, I mean, I feel like kind of winning the bet right here. Instead of popping out in the fields, they just decided to continue making that rotate and get to hard cover, and I really appreciate their position right now. Chacho, though, into the fence, slapped right up there on top of them. Chacho tossed the grenade.
Yeah, you see him hopping that buggy right there. Rotations are coming out of everybody, edging the zone. Zone 3 is about to close. We're about to see Zone 4 come up, and we're looking right now. Yeah, Paradox, they have a pretty decent location here at this edge, but we'll find out right now if it is decent for long. Where is the zone going to go? Oh, and it locks right onto this side right here. So, yeah, Impact going to be favored big time, as well as Endgame. This is what I was talking about. Look at all these squads on the south right now. They have to get through, 2 bridges? And they are going to be covered so hard right here. So this rotation is going to be so difficult for all these teams that decided to pick that southern island.
Hey, it's a circle, man. They didn't bless the circle gods enough. So now they're going to have to fight each other. Level Esports out here, they're just waiting. They know exactly. They know that there's a squad, defeaters across the street. And they're just waiting for them to pretty much make the push. Who makes the push first? Honestly, I mean, both these squads not in the best of situations.
They have to.
Should have some vehicles to work with. But, what's the game plan here?
I mean, you got to move. You got to move. You realize there's 10 seconds left on the clock. So if you're going to take this fight, you got to take it right now. If you decide to go ahead and play it more passive and try to rotate around them, you just have to do it now. I mean, 3 seconds left now. And look at this. Latinos Unidos, they realized it. They're just sending it down the street and able to make it out alive there. I mean, wow. Through how many teams? What a rotation.
They, I mean,
look
sometimes the most obvious path.
Yeah,
the most obvious path is the best one. Like you said, we said earlier on, minute number 1, that a lot of these teams, they can't overthink it. They cannot overthink it. And that right there is a perfect information on why you can't overthink it. Okay, taking some hot shots out there onto 6 angry men. Right across the street.
Tough drive. He's trying to get that dossier inside to get some cover. And
we can still hear it.
Yeah, we can still hear it, reversing at full speed right now. Trying to thread the needle. There goes Ivorian, able to finally get that inside. And he's going to have to work against 6 angry men. Punjab Esports trying to get the most wanted. Getting a good nade right here. Santa, this squad, remember, does have Alucard, a couple other big players on their team. And they are just holding this hill right now. Team 8, that's going to be warning 6. Will they be able to get the shot off?
Already Cash bleeding on out, almost thirsted, yet will be thirsted. So essentially, we got a 4v3 right now. Sana going to be attempting to toss another grenade, and wow, they're actually disengaging off this one. I see one of their members were able to find a better position within the zone. And it looks like they might just opt to regroup. I'm surprised with that. I mean, what are your thoughts on that disengagement?
3-1. I mean, it's a 3-1 strat right now. They know this next circle's about to pop, so they just said, you know what? Let's just play a little bit more passive. We already have one player that secured a good, decent spot within the next circle. So, but look at this. Jeremiah popping exotic with that M24. That's going to shut down that rotation. And now here comes Syndicate coming into play here at the edge of the zone.
Already 1 kill to their name. They got the DP. They got the 4 times. This right here, one of my favorite weapons, especially at this level of gameplay. And they're going to be looking to capitalize. Michael still out here. We saw Michael earlier on missing a opportunity to get a knock, but the bleed out actually did occur. But looks like they're going to be hiding right here. Sana attempting to toss some more grenades. 1 HP. Oh, almost touched the blue. Yeah, almost going out right there to the blue.
And you can just see Most Wanted getting pressured on big time by Syndicate. That one snipe pretty much shut down their rotation. They're going to try to get over to Sleepless, and they need to be able to, because look at this rotation right here. Zone locking on to Northern George. We haven't seen this circle in a little bit, but I mean, it's pretty common. A lot of these players are going to know this area pretty well. Impacts on the north side. They're going to be able to rotate south, but they're going to have to gatekeep a couple of big teams. But man, look at this. I mean, there's almost 20 minutes in the game, still 16 teams alive.
I mean, there's a couple solos keeping the 16 team number up and at them, but we'll see. We'll see what will happen, as it does look like Impact. They're trying to make sure to gatekeep these squads up here to the north, so that when they do reposition to the next zone, they don't get backstabbed. We already see some smokes. Oh, look at this. This is a huge fight. Syndicate pushing 303 right now.
Yes, they are, and you can just start seeing it go, making it happen right now. They're just trying to make some plays. They're already down 1 member. D-Pain is going to get taken out as well. He's trying to get it done. You can see right now the circle's starting to shift, and everybody is just trying to lock down these buildings. Really, really tough position for all these squads. And still, yeah, I mean, tons of members from teams taken out, but they still have at least 1 member up.
Yeah, actually crazy. I mean, that top right-hand corner, we can see the mini-map. We can see all the different numbers, all the different teams that are in these apartment buildings just playing neighbor right now, just waiting for somebody to make a mistake, peek a window, and you will instantly get knocked. We hear some gunshots out there in the distance. Looks like we're going to pop on over here with Rage from 303 with that DP. Looking. I mean, they're looking pretty antsy right now.
Yeah, and you can just see Ralphino, they're dead center in the zone. So finally, 1 team actually gets taken out here. And you can just see all the different squads just holding these different apartment buildings. And, man, this is going to be a tough one when this next zone closes. It's going to be really interesting to see which team. I mean, they're just going to have to battle it out and see who's going to live for here. We can see in the kill feed, Memo from Impact getting taken down right now. Zute able to get the return knock. Yeah, and this is going to be a hard one to track because there's just going to be so many fights going on right now.
39 enemies. Ooh, Chacho, M249. I like that. M249, level 3. You got this nice little compound to work with. We'll be playing Oversight on multiple squads. 6 angry men right here trying to make their way on in, trying to reposition and maybe take the fight with Endgame. Over here, though, oh, Steamy will be spotting out that last member, that last remaining member right there, taking them down again.
Yeah, I can see we're looking at Endgame right now. That they already got 3 kills on the board. They're holding this one house right here. Swift, Coda, Wick still alive right now. Right next to so many different teams. This is, oh, and look at these, Latinos Unidos and Quest. They are stuck in this building, and now with this rotation, they're just going to have to run out right in the open and fight each other. This is going to be insane.
Yeah, I mean, the blue zone right to your back. It looks like Shiwing is going to be popping a smoke, looking to make the push first. But, I mean, Chacho up here with the M249. I don't see this ending well for Quest down there on the floor.
Not at all. Not at all. This is a tough fight, tough position. Chacho decided to smoke his own room right here.
Okay.
Not going to be an easy fight. I mean, they're just going to have to just make some plays and hope for the best. I wonder if they have a lot of heals trying to make a play there. But, oh, looks like Syndicate starting to get into it. Most Wanted as well. Endgame. Tons of fights happening right now. And here comes the push out.
Oh.
Gabriel jumping out.
Oh, the pre-fire. Yeah, we're already using that M249 just being shot. Gabriel on the opposite end of this with the A-cam. Going that quick switch with the M4. I mean, these players are just in the smokes, just shooting their shots. They have no idea where these bullets are landing. They're just trying to see who comes out on top. And Quest coming out on top of that one. Actually amazing. Amazing right there. All those smokes. We couldn't see nothing.
We couldn't see a thing. That's one of the most difficult fights right there. I mean, there's not really much that you can do in that situation. You just got to make some plays, hit them flicks. We can see the kill feed right there. Oh, what a great nade from Sing. I mean, this is just going to be a bloodbath. Look at this, 12 teams remaining.
Warning 6 right now. They only got 2 up, and yeah, we're gonna be swapping back and forth. I mean, 32 actual players alive, and they're just all on top of one another, just fighting for what little terrain, what little hard cover is actually available. Oh, grenade right there on that second story. Swift from Endgame. Looks like they're able to secure that Harry Potter tower out there on the east for the time being. See, so many people right now just bleeding on out the blue zone. Gonna start to apply some additional pressure right now to all these teams on the edge.
I mean, this is starting to look like a quick match almost right here. All these players are just loaded up in North George and just trying to move inch by inch, but there's a team in every single building right now. I mean, this is just insane. And here comes a crate right down in the middle.
There you go, great.
Right, see who's going to be able to grab that. Yeah, good luck right now. That entire street, might as well call that Death Street right there. You do not want to get caught crossing that right now. I mean, there's just so many teams just surrounding every. Oh, and look at that, Sanhok gets the nade on the slaps.
Slap just got slapped. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a mess. It's going to be a bloodbath. I mean, all these teams just looking to get the upper hand on one another. Next one does one up, so it does look like our squad, Punjab, they have 4 up. Oh, they had 4 up. They're gonna need to make the push right in front of them. You got the defeater trying to hold them at bay. Oh, Razor almost getting that final shot on Fishy. Fishy right behind this window trying to heal on up.
They're able to pick back up Richie, the leader of the squad right here. That is so huge, and you can see the smokes. I mean, you know that the Punjab wish they had a nade, right? But unfortunately, he doesn't think that Razor does. And he's just trying to pre-fire these windows. They know exactly where he's at. But then look at this. They all have to move into this next circle. And this is going to be an insane rotation. You're going to see about 3 or 4 squads just having to just battle it out, see who survives. This is a tough, tough match.
Oh my goodness, look who got the crate, Syndicate. I know they have to push on out, and I know it's probably risky. Oh, someone, Endgame, trying to make the pull up. Oh, Endgame, it did not work out how you anticipated right there. That vehicle explosion taking out one of their members, and Syndicate still with the duo. Only 2 kills so far. Let's see if we can land this grenade right on top of Swift. Swift behind that burnt out US, behind that barricade. I mean, talk about the cover right now. The much needed cover. Zute getting sprayed down right there with an Uzi.
Yeah, and you can just see right now, Impact, they're just having to hold this edge. They were holding the hill the whole time. Now they're having to get into this circle. Uzi's out. You can see Outsider right now just trying to get some information for his squad. It's all just up to him and Memo to be able to survive. Still 9 teams remaining, and this is going to be a tough one. Impact,
though, 8 kills. I mean, they quadrupled their kill count here in game number 1. So
just like that, baby.
Yeah, just like that. Hey, watch out for Impact. Impact already doing a great job. 8 teams to go. 8 teams remaining in this game number 1. This bloodbath, and as Hot Jukes coined it, Death Street right here in the middle.
Man.
Looks like 303. They have 3 up. They have that second story. They're going to be overlooking Death Street, looking to add some body bags to it.
And there it goes. There's another one right there. I mean, look at this. They're just 3 peeking.
Oh, the blue zone.
Oh, the blue zone. I mean, look at this.
Bishop.
And they have to cross eventually. Look at Punjab. They're all just on the same wall right now, holding on for as long as they possibly can. Oh, boy, what a shot onto Rage right there. Great plays coming from Punjab. Still 4 alive, or sorry, 3 alive, but 4 kills so far.
6 kills, or 6 teams to go. 6 teams to go. Punjab, they're the only squad up there behind that wall. They need to push across this Death Street. Everybody else is in the actual apartments overlooking the street, just waiting for the push. Do they have the smokes? Can they make it on across? Well, 303, they have their own battle to fight right now. They're going to be smoking up their sidelines to make sure when they do make that push, they aren't spotted.
Every team wants these points right now. They all want those points.
Spray down.
Oh, Rage with the great initial shots right there. And, Syndicate now coming to play. They're running in this building on 303. And, yeah, Death Street. I mean, you're just not going to be able to cross it today. Too many players just looking for those easy points.
Ralphino in such a dominant position right now, making sure to continue to check these stairs, make sure that they don't get pushed on. And yeah,
Syndicate takes out Impact.
The battle. Ooh, Syndicate taking out Impact, so Impact going out in 5th place then right there. And yeah, I mean, 6 kills onto Syndicate. We're in a top 4 situation. This is the time when some of these teams, they start to come up with a game plan and possibly think about, or at least consider, maybe a heal off here.
I mean, you have to, if you have the heals, might as well. I mean, this is just a ridiculous fight. You got to give it up to Syndicate, though. I mean, these were our first place, you know, winners for so long right now. And with a duo, still putting in a whole lot of work. But this is going to be a really tough fight. You can see Quest with the lay down smokes outside. I mean,
you can't see nothing.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do here? You're just going to, it's just, I mean, can you imagine the footsteps right now? When your audio visualize? It's all over.
It's everywhere. They're everywhere. Not only the footsteps, but the bullets. The scar right there from Wishy.
Oh, the
Wishy
blue.
will be
Look how much this
connecting
blue's
onto one.
chunking.
Here
Oh,
comes the blue
goodbye.
zone. Oh, yeah, you're dead. You are dead. 303 up here on the 2nd and 3rd story right now. One more member solo for Syndicate. Then we have a duo up and alive for Warning 6.
Yeah, still 7 alive right now. You're looking right now at all these teams
Smoke.
trying to make plays. Oh,
Oh.
Rafino.
Rafino, I like that.
Disgusting angle there. That was
I like
nice.
that.
See 303 Esports, Syndicate still alive. NG trying to make a play out of serve.
Right there with the scar, able to connect and get that instant. Oh, and 6 going for that jump shot with the 8 km. Here comes the blue zone to apply the additional pressure. Warning 6, they got a duo, or a solo. Jab, just watching and listening to the gunfire.
Oh, the jump shot!
And 6 with the jump shot, and 4. You love to see it.
So strong right there. What a play. Oh, here he comes trying to get it again, but it's Warning 6 with the 2v1 Uzi, baby. Getting it done. The 2v1, he held that corner the whole time. They tried to run it, and he said, I got this Uzi Cabana. Man, you know, he's sipping on some iced teas in a cabana right there with a big chicken dinner right in front of him. 8 kills and the chicken dinner for Warning 6, baby. Woo!
I mean, yeah, great job for Cabana. That spray down right there, holding that angle for some time. I mean, but then again, 303, I don't know who it was at the end there. They just, N6. They just got done. They just got done taking out Syndicate, and they didn't get the heal. Like, why didn't they heal up? Was the zone pressure just too strong there?
At the end of the day, just try to make a play, right? You got the members up. Just try. You know it's one member up. But, man, Cabana was there, was just waiting with that Uzi. He was waiting for that moment, and he grasped it. He took it right there, 6 kills, and getting the chicken dinner. A lot of teams, though, getting some big points on the board. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the scores are looking like after this match number 1. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, right now currently sitting in first place, still going to be a hometown. He obviously played a lot more matches, but we can start seeing some teams definitely moving at the leaderboards. Warning 6 now sitting in 8th place with 76 points. Syndicate with that performance, I mean, they're in 4th still, and they're 3 matches down than the teams that are in the top 3 right now. So that just goes to show you how well they've performed so far.
Yeah, and they just received the 3rd place. They had a couple kills to go with it. So, I mean, this is a squad. Still no chicken dinner to their name, but they're going to be up there. They're up there at the top. So once when they start to acquire those chickens, well, good luck to everybody else trying to play that catch-up game. And looking on around here, Warning 6, yep, getting that chicken dinner right there. That helped them big time on the overall leaderboards. We see them in 8th place right now.
Yeah, also seeing Quest there, 13th with 64, but let's look at the rest of the leaderboards because this is going to be the big thing that we're looking at, and we can see some teams starting to make some moves. You know, Impact, moving, like you mentioned, 8 kills in that last match right there. That is 4 times the amount of kills than they had in their first day in total. So, I mean, they moved themselves up from 31st up to 29th. Remember, you got to be up in the at least 24th position to move out of the semifinals.
I mean, hey, it's already looking like a brighter day. Let's be real. But down there at the bottom, you know, we're already 1 game in. They got 3 more games to go here today. Death Angels, all the way down there. Endgame, all the way down there. So, I mean, these teams, they really need to start to pick up the slack. You know, You can have one bad day, all right? I'm gonna let that one slide, but you cannot afford. You just can't afford 2 bad days. Not with this format and not with the amount of games left. So let's see. You know, maybe Vikendi is their map of choice. You know, we do have Vikendi here today.
Yep, and it's going to be coming up right next. And like you mentioned, you know, it's so crazy to see how many teams end game. Got a lot of big players on there. Latinos Unidos, we saw them, you know, had some pretty good performances in the last group stages that we casted. So
yeah,
a lot of expectations coming out. Yeah, a lot of expectations coming out from these teams. Still 3 matches remaining today, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back with a good old-fashioned Vikendi match right after this quick commercial break. Old-fashioned, let's go.
Old-fashioned.
ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with match number 2. That's going to be none other than Vikendi, ready to get into it. Dave, what a match number 1. What that was a meme circle, huh? That one was that one hurt to be in.
Oh man, it hurt to be in. It hurt me to watch just a little bit because I felt so bad for these players. I mean, yeah, a lot of them getting taken out to the blue. A lot of the late game combat was just in smokes. I mean, you couldn't see nothing. You just had just spray onto that smokes and hope that your bullets connect, and that's what we got to see. But you know what? Some teams came out on top. Big shout out to Exclusive. I see them in the chat. I see
Exclusive.
G. Yeah.
Oh,
I see Veggie. You know, there's a bunch of people. Party Cold, bunch of people. Shout out. I mean, talk about the day ones right here for PUBG Mobile. I mean, hey, this is PMCO, baby, so you love to see it. But Jukes, I mean, what do you think? I mean, what do you think about game
I'm having a blast so far, Matt. Look, game 1 was definitely a tough one, I think, for all these teams. Anytime you get a North George circle, doesn't happen very often, but it's just chaos from start to finish. I think that's what we saw. But hey, let's see how this match number 2 is about to go down as these players are all loaded up and in the plane. Let's get right into it. There we are right now. Players are in here ready to get it going. And we can see the first plane path is going to be from Dobro going on over to Hot Springs.
Yeah, pretty decent plane path. I mean, it should allow for teams to kind of, you know, parachute to wherever they want, wherever their hearts might desire. The thing is, though, all right, the plane path, not too bad. But zone number 1, now that could be a whole.
Will it be in the water?
Story.
Will it be in the water?
Yes.
I mean that is just ridiculous. We've seen it here all the time, and I wonder if it will repeat once again. But like you mentioned, the chat, also people in the chat.
Dude, the zone. No.
I'm done.
No.
I'm
Vikendi,
done.
why you do this? What is wrong?
It went from.
They hate us.
It went from northwest to northeast now. I mean, halfway in the water, baby. This is Vikendi. I mean,
okay.
you expect it, but oh my goodness, here we go. Impact. Got to have a big day today going against Team 19. It's going to be a really close one right here. How will this work out?
No way. No way. Taken down and getting the thirst onto 2. That was a 2v1. This is Death Angels. They are in dead last right now on the leaderboard. I mean, talk about needing points right there. I mean, Jukes, I don't even think you got words, man. What? Break it down. Break it, please. Please, break it down for us. Please, do us a favor. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I mean, Tigger's just better. What do you want me to say? He's just
better.
He's just better. You know.
Then
again, you know, of course, you know, losing outsider early is. I think that is their strategy. Usually, is a strategy that really works well for that squad there.
Early,
but yeah, Memo and outsider going out just like that. I mean, woo. I mean, wow. What a play from Death Angels. What else can you say about that? I mean, he got it done.
What a play.
Gotta pre-fire those. Gotta pre-fire those.
Yeah. MP5 versus Tommy gun. That's pretty much always. Personally, I think, you know, the MP5 wins those, but that's just, you know.
I mean, those are all headshots, dude. That was Tigger just getting all headshots right there. And plus, like, when you run up and you have that advantage of having that 2v1, that's why you pre-fire, right? You just pre-fire up there, and anybody that's there, as long as like, the game really favors the aggressor a lot of the times. And usually the people who get the first shot works. And sometimes I think when this game, when you have 2 people going against 1, if just like 2 bullets from 2 different players hits a person at the same time, it's like the game like almost wants to automatically knock you, you know?
Wow. And
it's just, I think that outsider Memo just waited until they saw the player before they decided to pull the trigger. And Tigger was like, oh, I'm pre-firing this all day long, baby. And yeah.
It goes right to the head.
Took him
right to the head.
Right to the head and took him out back into the lobby real quick.
Hey, at least they got time to charge those phones. Those things
battery check.
Battery check. Hey, it happens, like you said, it happens. But yeah, I mean, they that was Impact, right? Losing 2 early on. They had a pretty decent game, number 1. Yeah, they had a really good game, number 1. Now, honestly, looking back at their previous results, I mean, 8 kills, you know, top 5 performance. So we'll see how they can handle the Storm now as they are at a disadvantage very early on.
Yeah, they're making some changes here, or as far as the roster. First day they had Zute, Wi-Fi, Outsider, and Monarch. I believe now they have Memo in for Monarch this time. Yeah. And yeah, so they're changing up the squad, trying to do something different here. And looks like it didn't end up working out here at the start for them. They're gonna have to just have Zute and Wi-Fi together, but you never know. That actually might work. It actually could be an advantage for them in a way. And
they used to play together before too, so they should have some synergy.
For sure, and sometimes, you know, when you're working as a duo and you know you don't have that support, you're gonna put yourself in better positions. So I'm really interested to see how they play. Now that's if they decide to work together rather than just playing separate and just, you know, free for all. Because if they do that, then they're just gonna die early. But I think that if they work as a duo and use their gun skill, they can actually have a chance here. But yeah, look at this, Sing Sing Man Whale putting a shot onto Berlin.
You know, Death Angels, they're just out here flexing now. You know, they got 2 kills underneath their belt real early on of the game, and now you got Berlin just, you know, running and gunning by themselves. Meanwhile, their squad mates, talk about some flexing. Okay,
look at that,
I respect it.
Looking good, and Death Angels, the rest of the squad, they're just taking off in style right now. But hey, still zone number 1. We already saw some pretty insane plays. Oh, Kodo getting knocked from Gabbana, and that he won last game, so you know he's feeling himself right now. Some big names getting taken out early here in Vikendi.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times I'm jealous of looking at other people's skins. Oh, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man, I've never gotten that one. That's a nice one right there.
That's a nice one, man. That's like plus 5, you know, style.
Yeah, you got it. As long as you look good doing it, that's really all that matters. But I'll tell you what doesn't look good right now is endgame losing Kodo early, and it doesn't look like the rest of the team is going to be able to pick him up at all. He's just going to look like
Gabbana, though. I mean, Gabbana, you know, winning last game for the squad. 4
clutched out.
Warning 6. Yeah, clutched out. Talk about that clutch factor. I mean, after that, if I'm Gabbana, if I wasn't the IGL, I'm the IGL now. Like, listen, guys, I got the chicken dinner. You listen to me now, all right?
I make the plays. He's like, I make the plays. Yeah, so.
Once when you start making plays, then you can start voicing your opinion. But until then, you listen to me. Listen to me, fellas.
Well, we'll see how it ends up working out for them if they're able to get the double chicken dinner. We'll see here, but. You know, this Vikendi here, it's we've saw some big names taken out early. Still kind of a relatively slow start for the most part, as these teams are just trying to get looted up and get going here. But, you know, Syndicate, I really like their play style. They seem to be really, really good, you know, when it comes to just working as a team. They seem to have really good, solid gun skill overall. And, you know, this is a team I'm not really familiar with as far as seeing them in the past. But, you know, so far, the way they're playing, I mean, I think that they're definitely a really good squad, for sure.
Impressive.
Swift.
Swift out here with the
that's so hard.
Yeah,
the UMP-45 is probably one of the most difficult to track when it comes to vehicle spray, because the delay on the bullets is ridiculous compared to almost any other weapon. So you gotta like track way ahead. But speaking of track, Razor's on point, knocking down Casper from Latinos Unidos.
I mean, they might have missed those shots with the Yelp, but they definitely kind of helped direct Latinos Unidos right there into a certain direction. And we saw there on the kill feed, they just, at least, they had 2 of their members knocked out in the process. So Latinos Unidos having a rough little transitional path right now. They just can't seem to find a safe way in. And we got 303. They're going to be okay for the time being. And Punjab Esports right next to them in the north. And these squads still going to be, it's real early on, only 8 minutes, so they're still going to be looting on them.
And you can see defeaters right now, Richie and Bishop getting into a little bit of a car altercation as they're trying to hold down the spot here, but they're going to have to hold it from Punjab Esports as they're on top of this hill right now. And, Fishy looking out the window with that 6X. Bishop's got that Bison.
Love it.
And, yeah, he's just trying to hold some angles right now. But we see some kill feeds going on. Look at that.
Okay.
He's got that. He's got that
members
barrel
already
armor on
out.
too.
Not Subpig. Trying to crawl behind the dog. Trying to avoid being thirsted. But Quest just too strong. I mean, Quest.
Goodbye.
gonna be jumping down right there. I mean, they had the high ground. Honestly, they had the high ground. SK, they were pinned down. They were pinned down. They had nowhere to go. Very challenging position they found themselves in right
Yeah,
there.
SK by Blackwater, they are completely taken out. Quest just had the great angles on them here at Castle, and yeah, I mean, they were just in a really tough position. What a great execution though from Quest.
Yeah, I mean, they cleaned it up. They used their advantage so good. They executed it so well. They didn't want them to slip on out or even give them a fighting chance to get those revives, toss a smoke, or
No, sir.
get that retaliate. So
You want that loot.
Yeah, very quick right there. You like it.
You want those loot. You want that loot. You want those 4 points, and they got them real quick. And moving on over though to they have 1 kill on the board. Still 15 teams remaining here. So first circle is just about to get closing. We'll see our first circle shift for the day. Cash just, driving on by over the rest of his teammate. No problem. No problem.
It has to be so scary. I mean, you're the only one in the vehicle, and you're just boosting it across an open field, hoping that your vehicle doesn't get exploded on, hoping your tires don't get popped. So next zone does going up, talk about some popping right here. Some of these teams, still water in play. So yeah, that's just Vikendi in a nutshell at this point. Water,
I mean, yeah, half the zone in the water first circle. It's almost expected at this point. It's tradition. Almost every single game. Oh, it's slap and Santa for most wanted. Almost got over that hill, but no sir. Stopped just in time. Oh, but it looks like Alucard. It might be close enough to get this res. Not too sure though. There is some big distance between them, and he's bleeding out. It's gonna be close. No, yeah, Santa's gonna go out here.
They gave it up. Yeah. I mean, you got Steve-O right here looking to make the push, looking to get the thirst. Okay.
Gliding.
They will see in the kill feed. So yeah, Steve-O had the Uzi ready, lock and loaded, that extendo on that bad boy, had the molly, and look at this. Now you got the squad. They're gonna be fighting over that crate. Seeing who gets there first, Hey, that's the game. You get there first, you get the loot. That's the rules out here, man. It's savage.
And that's true. When it comes to competitive, that's the way it is. I mean, in classics, it's usually if you get the kill, that's my crate. Come on now, why are you touching my crate? I got the kill.
That's classic rules.
Yeah, that's classic rules.
The
But here in
unsaid
comp,
rule of classic.
in comp, whoever gets there first, pick it up quick and then share with the team later. That's what it's all about there. But we'll see.
Like what scope? There's no scope.
But
There's
I'll
no
tell you
scope
what.
on the
I'll
crate.
tell you what though.
Yeah,
If you are a top fragger, you'll be surprised how much. There's different definitions when it comes to sharing. There is
Please explain.
So let me explain to you, right? If you're a top fragger, you may have 300 rounds of 5.5 left. And your teammate says, hey, I need some 5.5. I have some. And guess what? If you're a top fragger, you say, I don't got any for you, bro.
I don't have any.
I don't have any. I need all these 300,
I need more.
That's right. I actually need more.
Do you have any?
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
Like,
if you have any, I give it all. Give it all. You play with whatever gun you got. I'm the bad boy here, Oh, look at that. Beast X taken out by N6 right there. But yeah, there's different definitions. Like I said, some players will be like, hey, you know what? I got 300 rounds. Here's 150. No problem, brother.
Have some. Teamwork.
Yeah. 150. Or you know what? Here's 200. You're insane. Here you go.
I mean, listen. If you got a Michael Jordan on your squad, you just give him the ball, though, man. Let's be real.
Hey,
I'm sending it back to 97. I'm making sure that ball is always in Jordan's hand. If you are the top fragger for the squad, time and time again, I'm gonna make sure. Hey, you need any ammo? Hey, you need any boost? Let me get you. Hey, you want my level 2 helmet? My level 2 vest?
Here you go, buddy.
Let me give it to you. I mean, come on, you just gotta use your strengths on the squad.
That's right.
You have to do anything in your power to make sure that you win these games and you make it to the next stage. And honestly, I mean, what squad wouldn't want a medic or somebody like that? I mean,
For sure.
The nice guy. The nice guy will get cut first, though. If they make it into the next round. Not gonna lie. But at least you could put in your Twitter bio, hey, I made it to this round. I made it to this round.
Hey, you know what, dude?
You might get cut.
6-time PMCO qualifiers. Put it
there
in
you
the
go.
Twitter bio, baby.
There you
go. It doesn't matter. If they asked you, what rank you did, you just wait long enough, and then you say first place. Every
first
time.
Place, baby.
That's right. That's right. That's
my former team just won $100,000.
Got it done.
Oh, how much did you get? No, my former team.
Former team. That's right.
I helped you get there, though.
Hey, I was a part of it.
Guys.
I was a part of it. That's right.
I was a part of it, bro.
I got the jersey. It's collecting dust, but you know what? I still have it. But interesting to see here,
That's that.
That's
hey,
that.
that's PUBG Mobile 101. You're welcome. You're
Big
welcome
facts.
out there. You're
Big
welcome.
facts. But yeah.
So I was mentioning 303 N6 pre-game. I was saying, okay, this is a player. They have no kills. Last game though, we saw him go for some crazy jump, spray down, you know, AKM type of stuff. They hit those shots. So they must have heard me questioning them, and they're like, listen, there's this guy, you know, Borat. Oh, no. Mustache Dave. Yeah, Mustache Dave. He's questioning my abilities. Yeah, very nice. He's questioning my abilities. I'm going to pop off. And, hey, if that's what it takes, I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help.
Same. And I'm interested, you know, to see, you know, like the predictions coming out today. Because so far your predictions have just been pretty on point. And especially, you know, when it comes to stats. I mean, there's just no better stat man in the game, baby.
So what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
I want to know right now if Wick's going to survive. And guess what? Oh, it doesn't look like it. He gone.
Yeah. Real quick. Okay, so this is going to be Death Angels. The Death Angels out here. Actually, they might be so far down there. Okay, here they are. Death Angels. Wick. J Wick right there. I have to assume abbreviation for maybe John Wick. I don't know.
Possible.
3 kills. Possible. You know, you can never rule it out. 3 kills so far onto J Wick. 1 kill so far onto Michael. No kills onto Berlin. And, okay, hey, they're looking to make the come up though. I mean, we saw them take down 2 here. This game, it was this game. They took down 2 from Impact within the first 30 seconds. I mean, I forgot that was this game, honestly.
They've ascended.
Like a year ago.
He's ascended, for sure, you know?
Putting in work, bro.
Yep. So, I mean, to take out, Outsider and Memo, these 2 guys, Outsider, I played with him back in the North American Star Challenge. Memo, he was in the NA Star Challenge as well. And there's also some really great, you know, OGs in the chat. You know, Exclusive, we saw her in the chat. She played in the NA and Dubai Star Challenge. And she was one of the few female contestants there. She did a great job with her squad. And yeah, it's so interesting to see how many, you know, how much the scene has really developed since then. But you know what? No matter how long you're in the game, you go against a 2v1 against Tigger, you're gonna get taken out.
So let me ask you, I was having a conversation with a player, I won't name him, but they're a top fragger for the squad and a top damage dealer.
Okay.
But they're also the top reviver. So they're the top of everything. Doing it all. I suggested, okay, you're the top fragger, the top damage leader. Maybe give that healing role, give it to somebody else. So that allows you more time to do what you do best, and that's get the kills and get the damage. What are your thoughts on that? You know, I mean, what are your thoughts on kind of switching the load out here, I guess you can say?
I think it definitely depends on the situation. It's so tough to kind of say. You know, if you're a guy that's having to do it all, I think you definitely have to talk with your team, look at the VODs, and figure out, okay, hey, you know what, man? I think you need me up front rather than healing this person. I mean, there's gonna be certain situations where you're running a 2-2 and you got to pick them up, you know. But in other situations, I think that if that role can be given to somebody else, do it. But look at this. Oh no, on it big.
That's a little too soon right there. They are extremely thirsty.
Still up though.
There's gonna be Warning 6. Yeah, still up, but losing some HP in the process. Now, Warning 6, they got their chicken in the last game, so they are feeling good. Chacho on that off angle. I love this. I love this right there. Gonna be cooking that grenade, and we see some mollies. Oh,
the
this
third party.
war, yeah, it's just a burning, and the third party all the way out there in the distance, and here comes the pull up.
Warning 6, Chacho with that ankle. Needs to go and help his squad out right now as Warning 6 really looking to press this.
Oh, the
close
fight.
fight.
Okay.
Oh, this could be a huge nade. Will it connect? Chacho all day long.
Chacho.
Ooh.
Chacho. Okay, that nade. Not getting any knocks, but definitely putting in the damage. Gabriel, the jump shot.
Nice.
The Uzi Bison combo.
What?
Trying to vault on in, canceling the vault right there. Going on in, going for that jump shot on the side of Cash, and wow, Cash taking out Gabriel. That's it. Latinos Unidos united. They might have been to the grave.
Done. Yeah, I mean, Warning 6 getting it done. Chacho got turned on real hard right there. You know he wants that one back. But yeah, Warning 6 just really just pressed that just really hard, and we're able to get it done. You can see impact here. Zute and Wi-Fi looks like they're opting to go for the play separate strategy here. You hate to see it at this point.
Maybe
they're stuck in the blue zone, and yeah, we'll see where they end up here at the end of the game.
Yo, what's up, Zan in the chat? What's up, Scotty? So I guess
happening?
now if you, yeah, I guess now we're doing that. We're doing that. So we saw Everfury with the AUG. So let's see, they got a crate, so that means that they should have some level 3 gear as well. Kind of feel bad for the duo, Alive for Impact. They're going to be in the blue. They're going to be having one challenging pathway into this next zone. I mean, this next zone, the north side is where the majority of the squads are currently residing.
Yeah, I mean, they're opting to go and just play it solo and try and survive. It's a really tough strategy to do because no matter what, anytime, no matter how good you are, even if you get caught a 2v1 situation, the odds of you actually living are just so small, you know. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's still, at the end of the day, 2 really big members in the community. They could definitely make plays, but they have a lot to work to do, especially if they get across the zone. But we see Quest, Ewing, putting some shots on to Level X.
Level X. Quest, 4 kills. I think that was our team that was in the very early engagement. Man, we're almost 20 minutes in this map. I mean, talk about, I know
I see some
people were
fights
asking
happening.
for yeah, they were asking for the podcast. Well, you got it. All right, you got the podcast, but I have to say I'm sorry because this is over. The podcast is over. We're at that 20-minute mark. This is when we start to see the action and the violence here on Vikendi.
That's right. The good old, like Scotty said in the chat, Hot Dave and Mustache Jukes. You know, the podcast coming in strong, but we're gonna see some big action now here finally as we're, like you mentioned, across the 20-minute mark. You can see Endgame. They're all packing up into a vehicle, it looks like, and they're just gonna start pressing. But Syndicate, 2 members up, trying to make some plays. 0 kills on the board. Oh, and he's running to his squad. Oh,
Endgame! They're just driving everywhere, trying to get that drive-by. Wick is going to be next on and killed in the process. It does seem as if they pulled up to the defeater's compound. Ghosty trying to go for that spray down. It looks like Everfury was able to make it on into the shack. And Swift on the outskirts of the wall. This is a 2v4.
Big 2v4 right here. And it looks like Syndicate actually is going to get taken out early right here. Swift goes down. Everfury 1 HP, last one alive for Endgame. Oh, he's behind his tree, and it looks like it's only a matter of time. We'll start doing the clock down. Oh, but he runs right behind, just in time, away from that nade for Bishop. Really, really close.
I have to point out, though, Bishop, the Dacia parked strategically right there to block that pathway on into the garage, and it only allows one way in, and I mean that is strategic. I mean that is that's a next level play.
And there's the Molotov. He has to go to another time. I don't know why he doesn't have his gun out right here. That's it.
I'm not here. Everfury's like, I'm not here. You didn't see nothing.
I'm not here.
There's no one here. There's no. You don't hear nothing. You don't see nothing. All right.
Maybe he's hoping they leave because the circle's about to close onto them right now. And there's Zute still alive. Yeah, trying to make plays.
The champ.
This is a tough position, I think, for all these teams considering. But yeah, Everfury finally got his AK out. Oh, switches back to plan. Yeah, he was like, psych, never mind.
Psych.
What's going to happen, though? Will he decide to make a play here?
I mean, like you said, the next zone is up, and looking at that top right-hand corner, there's a lot of teams up here.
Oh, a ton of teams.
So honestly, for the defeaters, I might just let this one slide. I mean, they have a lot more to worry about.
Yeah, and Ghosty, that's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, they're just going to say, you know what, leave them. Time to get into the zone, not worth it. Because the blue zone's the worst enemy at the end of the day, you know? You got to worry about that, especially when it comes to 6 circle, and they're going to full press it on here on the 303. Zute!
Oh, no!
Okay.
Zute versus
Fishy. Oh, bad peek there. Does go for the reload. Oh, and here comes the blue. Oh, Zute, the jump shot. Oh, yeah, Zute just got bad beat right there for Fishy. You know he wants that one back, but we'll go ahead and move on over to 6 Angry Men. Sitting here.
Don't count out Everfury. Everfury. Oh,
yeah, you got
Fishy.
That's true. Fishy's
popping
insane.
off over here.
Fishy's insane, taking out Everfury and Zute, and that was a clean 1v1. You know, that was a really clean, fair 1v1 between both, and just Fishy just outplayed him right there. So great plays right there. 3 kills so far on the board for the defeaters. And yeah, this game's starting to get more intense. 24 minutes on the clock, 7 teams remaining. Keyway, getting some big shots on the level X.
Yeah, that was, I mean, I know we popped in at the end there, but that was just clean. I mean, Keyway taking out Ultron just like that. And now we got Quest, 7 kills so far. They are in the edge down there in the south, no longer favored in the next zone, so they do have to make a push. They do have to make some moves. But talk about teams trying to make some moves. Punjab Esports currently pinned down behind a burnt out Dossier, behind a rock in a smoking. Oh, done!
God.
They couldn't even get the revives. They are gone.
Just like that. You can see Paradox with their 15 and Team 15 slap. Trying to make some plays here. Holding it down at this corner. Quest, they are stuck out of blue zone here, and they have to be able to get into this next circle. 30 seconds left on the clock. They have to make this press. I wonder if they have any smokes left. Kind of tough to get some in Vikendi. Oh, but Levitt, he spot out that edge of just HP. It looks like he's not able to. They're going to run for that Dossier. Oh, yeah, they're going to have to start.
Oh, parked.
Oh, it's going to be a full send right now. Real dangerous, dangerous push from Quest.
4 in a vehicle. Let's hope it works out. Fishy out here tossing out some mollies. 6 angry men are going to be recognizing the push from Quest. Okay, so it looks like Quest, they're only going to send 3 in a vehicle, 1 on foot. Very smart. Just HP out here trying to take down Fishy. Fishy trying to get some more shots. Fishy popping off this game. Oh my goodness. Fishy.
I mean, he was hard peeking that grenade for way too long. And Fishy said, nah, don't throw it this way. But here comes Quest crashing onto defeaters. And Fishy's got that off angle. He's going to come back to try to get that support for his team. And here's Richie, the legend of, Fishy on the rotation back, gets caught. That's going to be a huge loss for them, but now it's up to the rest of the squad to get it done here. And we'll see if they can, as Quest are going to be holding this outside of this building, smoking it out, and trying to buy some time as they just got into this next zone.
Cross smoke play right there from Quest. I really like that one. The defeaters are inside the compounds. They lost Fishy from that third party. Oh, Shiwang going to be tossing out some mollies, and now they're going to be attempting to make that breach on into the second story. I really like this from Quest. And then they got Cross on the outskirts of this one, making sure nobody vaults on out. They're going to be working together as a unit to clear each and every single room. The defeaters waiting right now to defend.
And Cross is just holding the outside on his 6 angry men. Oh, big nade. Here we go.
No.
Oh, he bounces it off there.
Oh.
Not able to get it done. Wow, really interesting grenade from Cross. Thought he saw him, but here they come. Big shots from Quest. Man, they are just controlling this so hard, playing this so aggressive, and it's working out for them. 8 kills on the board so far.
Yeah, and don't forget about the defeaters. They're down here. They're just hiding pretty much. They're just letting Quest do all the heavy lifting and take out all the enemies on the outskirts. 6 angry men right here. They're going to have to fight. Quest are going to be pushing on out together. Shiwang, the free fire. Cross with that jump on over the broken wall. And oh my goodness.
10 kills.
About the execution right now coming on out from Quest. It is just beautiful. Defeaters going to be recognizing that they are on the outskirts of the compound, making the push on into the next zone. They should be safe right here onto that squad. And 6 angry men. They're done. 11 kills for Quest.
Quest, they're just having their way right now with the circle, just playing it so aggressive, and it's just working out for them. 11 kills on the board. 303 with a big angle onto the defeaters. He's gonna probably free fire this right now. Oh, doesn't catch anybody. Oh, look at this, Bishop! Stumbles on the 2 members from Quest!
You're crazy!
They did not know they were there. What happened?
Pull up. Ghosty on the outskirts right now, going for the spray down in the smoke. Shiwang trying to stay alive.
What is going on?
And it is just all out madness. Paradox NA, they're snaking it in the snow on the outskirts. Quest are still alive. 14 kills. They're still alive after all that mayhem.
They refuse to die, Dave. They do not want to go out of this game. It is theirs to win. They have had such a difficult rotation, difficult time of this, but man, they have just been able to make the best out of it and are just bullying their way through this one right here. Paradox NA up top with 303. This is going to be a really interesting battle.
Spray on the outskirts right here. They do have the full team alive. Paradox NA. 4 up, looking really good for this team. 6 kills so far, but Quest, they were able to get the reset. They got the revives on the whole team. Oh, I'm worried now for everybody else. Quest are on fire right now.
Yeah, you can see Nueva there just holding this off angle, trying to get that free peek, and he is going to get it onto Ralphino. Man, they are just dominating this game. Here comes Terra. Who's he, though?
Oh!
Quest! Skies with the gun switch. This team cannot be stopped. 60 kills.
Yeah, they're just winning this. I mean, they're winning
Last
every
zone.
single gunfight. It's coming down to the zone is
Oh,
no
no,
more.
Valak with
Everybody
the heal
is
strat.
in the blue. They are trying to heal on up. Nueve trying to find that final
The
player
heal
out here.
strat.
Will not do so. And it came down to the heal off. 303 getting that chicken dinner right there. But Quest were just taking everybody out right there.
19 kills. I mean, they just got it done. That has to be one of the most impressive performances we've really seen as far as just pushing against so many big teams. I mean, bullying their way through. This team is one that I'm really going to be looking at right here. If they continue that same play style, they're going to crush it here in the group stages without a doubt.
Quest. I mean, what a performance. What? And not only were they, like, you know, getting those kills, hitting those shots, they were able to just get the resets. You know, I mean, that is so important to be able to get the reset. They were able to provide the cover for one another and make sure it was successful. Oh, man, I mean, wow. That's all I gotta say.
Man,
wow.
What a game. What a game. Let's go on over and see what the scoreboard's looking like after this match. And you can see right now, currently in first, still going to be Hometown. They have the advantage there. Syndicate moving their way up a little bit with 99 points. And Quest, with that chicken dinner and that performance, is going to put them into 5th place. Still 2 matches left to go, too.
I mean, yeah, 2 more games to go. And the thing is with PUBG Mobile, and I'm a true believer of momentum. You know, I mean, if you're feeling it, you're just feeling it, right? And that momentum carries over. And it goes both ways. You know, say you get taken out in 16th position, you might be a little tilted. You know, that might affect your next game. But if you get 16 kills, if you're winning all your gunfights, that also will affect your next game. You better bet. So I'm going to be looking at them coming into the Miramar match that we have next.
Game number 3. Can't wait to see how that's going to go. Let's look at the rest of the leaderboards here. Let's see how some of these squads were able to turn out for Impact, able to move up to, you know, I believe still 27th, 33 points. That was a really bad game for them right here. Endgame getting taken out early as well. I mean, these are some big squads that we're looking at really closely. They still have 2 matches left to go. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, after today, all these teams will have played the same amount of matches. So it's going to be really, really close. But hey, 2 more games, like you said. We're going to take it to the desert, Miramar 2.0, right after this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. match number 3, finally about to get going here. Taking it over to the desert. Miramar 2.0. I'm your man, Hot Jukes, here with none other than Mustache Dave. Dave, so what do you think of the game so far?
Hey, I think they're heating up. That's why I had to put on the red
Woo!
LEDs because it is getting spicy out here. I mean, Quest last game, they were winning all their gunfights. They were winning them. So I'm looking forward to it. Miramar yesterday was kind of crazy. I remember
insane.
It was insane. Late game was insane. Early game, kind of passive, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have another podcast here early game.
Well, we'll see what happens, right? Here we go. The players are loaded, locked into the plane. Let's get ready for match number 3. And here these players are, and as you can see, the first play back of Miramar day number 4, and it's going to be, you know, going from the east to the west, down to Minas del Sur. And that's going to leave Pecado in range. El Pozo is going to be quite a long distance away here. And yeah, let's just see where these teams are planning to drop. Some of these squads are a lot new, so I'm not really too familiar with some of their drop plans. Impact had a better game 1 than they've had this entire tournament. Game 2, we saw that, you know, really, unfortunate 2v1. Hopefully, we'll see what they're going to be able to do here. And so far, what I'm noticing is for a squad that has so many, you know, veteran players, they have been dropping really in like, kind of like softer locations. I would say, you know, like some of these top teams you would expect to like maybe hit Picado or, you know, a central location, but they have just decided to go for like split looting strategies. And I wonder really what's kind of like the thought process behind that for them.
So, softer locations. What does that mean exactly?
So, I mean, like, you know, you're going to have the higher loot density areas. Those are going to be the most contested, and you're going to see a lot of the top teams take it. So, like, for example, in Erangel, or at least in Miramar, since we're watching Miramar, El Pozo, Pecado, Hacienda del Patron, all those areas are going to be kind of like the top looting spots. And in the past, we've seen a lot of the best teams normally go there. But, you know, for example, in Erangel, we're seeing, like, Impact do, like, a split loot of, like, Ferry Pier, as we see Syndicate, you know, like the top team, take in Pachinki. You know, so I'm really interested to see, you know, like, are they trying to go for this strat to kind of take on some teams that feel are weaker? But look at this. As we look at Ghosty getting the first kill here of this Miramar match with that pump shotgun. And look at Richie rocking the sombrero. Ready to get it going here. Love the style.
Yeah, he's got over here the Death Angel.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot from Fishy.
Right there. Another pump right there to the chest. Gonna be taking them down and out. 2 kills on the board already for Defeaters. Only 2 minutes into this game. So you were talking about drop spots and the different tiers of loot. What would you consider this? Kind of in the middle?
Minas is kind of I would say kind of in the middle lower end area. It's decently central, so it's not a bad spot, but it's really tough to get loot if there is another squad that drops with you, and I think that's exactly what they're dealing with. You see Outsider, he's got that gifted, trying to tap away with that 4X. He's hard peeking this really long. Got to be really careful with that positioning there, especially after you shoot, because every time you pop a shot off, you're giving away your location. So you always kind of want to like move, hide, and kind of move your body around. But if you stay in that one spot, you never know if you're going to get third-partied from another member.
Yeah, so looking at Impact real quick, their overall stats, they have around 11, well, they have exactly 11 kills. They're sitting at 2,500 total damage. Wow. And then when it comes to damage received, they have around 4,100. So they have double the damage received here. 3 headshots. They have 11 knockouts altogether. So, I mean, that's good. I mean, every single time they get a knock, they make sure to get the kill. So that's something you like to see.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not getting enough knocks, I think, compared to some of these other squads. You know, like you look at Syndicate, you look at Punjab Esports, you know, Hometown. These other teams, they have just been really down. Or even Quest. I mean, look at how they played last game. I mean, that was just insanity. Yeah. I think that's the kind of play style we're looking to see from Impact, and I think that's where we've been yet to see it, at least so far.
Yeah, so for Quest, you brought up Quest. So Quest have around the same amount of damage received, all right? They have around 4K, you know, they're around that 4K mark, but they have 7,600 damage given. So, I mean, 48 kills so far. I'm checking real quick. So Hometown, they played yesterday. They have 52 kills. So, I mean, Quest, they have 2 more games here to go. I wouldn't be surprised if they overtake the squad of Hometown when it comes to the top frag leaders of the lobby with total kills. I mean, last game Quest they were just insane.
I mean, I love to see. That's the kind of play style we love to see. Entire and a team just working together, doing their best. Punjab Esports able to find Black with that red dot M4 from a good range away. Great shots from Sing right there, able to get that confirmed. But yeah, like you mentioned, you know, we're looking at these teams. We definitely have some expectations for them. I just think that, you know, when it comes to seeing so far in the statistics that they have, they're really yet to kind of show off what, you know, at least what everybody's expecting.
Hey, 2 more games. 2 more games to go here today. 2 more games. So each and every single group has 3 days, right? 3 days in total to make it into that top 25 position, if I'm not mistaken. I know you mentioned it at the top of the show. Just giving a little reminder. So that's the goal here. That is the goal. Top 25. That's how you make it to the next round. All right. That's it. There's only one objective, and that's it. So each and every single group, they have 3 days. This is day number 2. Day number 2.
Day number 2. So they're only gonna get 3 days though. Each team is gonna only have 3 days. So I mean, we're officially about to hit pretty much just the more than halfway, right? 2/3 mark. So 66% of the way through for all these teams. But man, you don't want to get caught behind. I mean, at the end of the day, we saw how being caught behind early on can really devastate your entire leaderboard. I mean, I think the perfect example for that is you go back to the World League in Cloud9. I mean, that is a squad that we thought there was no way they wouldn't have made it into that super weekend, but had a bad day number 1 and of that week, and the rest of the teams, they made sure that they didn't make it in there, and that was the loss of like how many $1,000? I mean, it was ridiculous.
44,000. 44. I remember that. 'Cause it was, I was thinking like, what could I have done with $44,000?
Oh man.
In a week. So yeah.
In a week. That's true.
In a week, dude.
Yeah.
In a week, dude. So I agree. Not only that, and this is my opinion. My opinion. If you're struggling now, this early on in PMCO, even if you make it to that top 25, if you just barely made it, like, there needs to be something. You need to change something up because you're just going to continue to struggle, and that's not something that's going to help you in the long run.
I think
that's
that, you know,
fact.
and yeah, you're totally, I think you hit the nail on the head. And when it comes to like a lot of these teams, you know, I think that you see some different members kind of like playing for the first time, at least at this level. So there's going to be definitely some growing pains. At the same time, you have to look at it though. Like, let's say if they are able to make it to Worlds, they're going against teams that have been playing together at this level for, I mean, years now. So you definitely got to be able to get it done. You can look at Syndicate. This is a team that I am really looking forward to see how they push forward, because as far as the way they work and play as a squad, I mean, it is really, really, I think, top level. They have just been executing it really well. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to see where they end up at the end of the day when it comes to this tournament.
So looking around real quick here, doing a little double check on Twitch Arena. Looks like but I think YouTube. We're still live on YouTube. YouTube's still going. So yeah.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, what's up, YouTube?
How you doing today? Let's go.
If you're on Twitch, welcome on over here. It's a party.
That's right. And if Twitch is off, yeah, you know, whatever. Twitch, take that. I'm just kidding.
I like it.
I love Twitch. Yeah, I love Twitch. Not sure exactly what's going on, guys. Unfortunately, that's out of our hands completely. But hey, you know what? Still got the match going. We still got these teams who are rotating on in. And we're looking at the central locations. We got Most Wanted hidden up there, Impact as well. The circle ends up shifting towards the north side here. And usually, every time we see a hard shift, you always see that hard shift side empty. And I think that is what we're seeing right now. Looking forward to see which teams kind of realize that and out to head towards that location. But we'll find out right now. And look at how many squads are trying to rotate onto that southeast end. I mean, it is just insanity.
Yeah, a lot of things going on here. And looking on over. Punjab. Someone, I forget who it was, but someone was tweeting at me on the break, and they said they're a little disappointed in their performance. And I'm like, listen, there's still 6 more games to go. Don't count them out yet. Don't, all because you come into today, maybe have one rough game, don't count them. And I think they have high expectations as well from their day number 1. I mean, they were up there at the top. If I'm not mistaken, they finished like in 2nd place after that day. So they're just trying to find their foothold here. Once again, we see them all the way out there by Power Grid. Everybody now just on that that transition, that rotate, making their way on into the new zone here. And yeah, it's getting to that point. It's getting toasty in here.
The rotations are happening. We're starting to see some plays come out here shortly, ladies and gentlemen. And that is just, that's competitive PUBG Mobile. You know, the start of the game's usually a little slow. You hear us kind of like banter back and forth. We'd like to jump around a little bit. Hopefully you're able to kind of detect the sarcasm. But right now, once we start getting into this late game, we're going to start seeing these players go out. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, too, this is only circle number 2. But we're starting to, this is Miramar right here. These rotations are so difficult because it's just so wide on the open. And these players are pretty good at shooting out vehicles.
Yeah, and we got 303. They have been really consistent in the first 2 games. I mean,
here we go.
Really consistent. Over here, Latino.
What a nade.
Not so pig, though. Taken down from Ander. And yeah, SK, they're all kind of spread out right now. They're not really in a position to provide the support for Not So Pig.
Yeah, Not So Pig. He is down right now. Siberia is trying to push some shots through the smoke, but it looks like they're just going to kind of opt to just leave him out, and that is going to be 1 member down and a Murado as well lost if they're not able to get an insane return knock here. But it looks like maybe they're not, yeah, it looks like they're not going to get off this yet. Oh, but there, yeah. That's going to be the flush on the Not So Big. Love the name, though.
Look at it. I mean, Ander popped up, tried to get that burst, and immediately received so much damage in return, almost getting knocked out right there. And you got to kind of Ander pretty much losing their helmet. Ooh, popping up right there. Another knock. Nice. Real nice on SK.
Good shots. Jonas is taken down right now. Wonder if they're going to be able, yeah, he's a little far away. Not sure if they're going to be able to get the pickup on him. We see Gabriel, he's jumping around, trying to get some spots. He's pretty separated from his team. That's a lot of open field right there. I don't think he's going to be able to get to him in time, but it looks like Siberia is going to be able to get this res off. And it's still circle number 2, still early right here. So you know that they're just trying to survive and hopefully just kind of hold on, waiting for the next position. Oh, but Kwan Yu getting taken out right there. I would not be surprised if we see a full send. Circle's about to close, though. Wondering, where will it go? Will we see another hard shift? Or will it center out? Okay, you know, a little down south, but, you know, pretty central onto all these teams here. It's going to be good for impact if it's wanted. Oh! Oh, that's SK out. Yeah, you can't, yeah, those rotations. Rotating that late. Syndicate was just waiting for them. That is one team you do not want to drive by. And I love to see Serve how quick he is to kind of like switch that optic zoom on that 6X, put it all the way to the max, try to get some pop shots off. But right now they're just trying to rotate and find a safer position.
Hey, I mean, they tried.
Tried their best.
Does going up, like you mentioned. We are going to see Syndicate already in the move on the approach to reposition. I'm concerned, though. I mean, Death Angels. We got Michael real separated right now. Cash from Warning 6 making the pull up right here. We'll be in between 2 members from Death Angels. And last game, pretty rough for the squad. Michael trying to pop on up. Ooh, Cash, though. Just laying down the trap. Ooh, but their position compromised. That buggy giving it away.
Will that nade come off? Tigger trying to throw it off there. Will he be able to catch him? Doesn't look like it, but oh, Quest. Yeah, I mean, last game, these guys crushed it, but they look like to be in a little bit of trouble. This is a tough position. Oh, I thought that was a nade coming out from White Walker. Oh, wow. That looked almost to be right on top of Kiwang's head, but it did not end up hitting, and they are in trouble right now. Punjab Esports is just laying it down onto them right now.
Yeah, I mean, Quest last game was remarkable from them.
Oh, there it is.
Grenade on top of Cross will be connecting. Nueve trying to get that return nade to at least put a halt to the push from Punjab Esports, but they are hungry. They are looking to capitalize on this knock and maybe even get the squad wipe here. This is is going to be on the edge in the west of the zone, and Warning 6, they're in the distance as well.
Oh, 1v1.
Oh, Michael versus Cash. Michael coming out on top right there with that hip fire. All right, let's go, Michael.
Hey, take it to the bank, says Michael, as he's got an extra kill on his total of his score here. And we can see right now Punjab thought he was going to be able to pull that nade onto Nueve. Tries to hold it back. They are just gatekeeping really, really hard right now. But you can just tell, like, the indecision. Do we decide to kind of go more central or just hold the spot? It's kind of like a really, awkward position. White Walker does get into his vehicle, and Razor's just kind of free-firing into the smoke right here.
Yeah, trying to... Anyway, gonna be popping on out from that ledge. Attempting to go for the spray down out here. Very challenging fight to take right now. I mean, Quest, they are kind of separated but at the same time, working together as a unit. They're starting to toss these grenades up there. They're looking for a knock.
Next zone.
They're looking for a knock.
Oh, baby.
Make the tides turn in their favor. But this next circle, like you mentioned, it's going to allow both of these squads to kind of fight this one out. They have some time now.
Yeah, but I would definitely be focused on trying to get a little bit more central, because this is a water treatment circle here. A lot of hills, not a lot of cover. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these teams kind of fare with this particular position. Quest is going to get into some vehicles. I think we're going to try to do a long rotate. Like I mentioned, look at this. Warning 6 with the big shots onto Punjab Esports from across the field. But they are out of this circle here, so not really sure if that was the best play. Would have liked to see them possibly get into the zone first before they took those shots. But yeah, look at this. Just fire. I mean, just shots coming from all over the place. Gatekeeping hard on all these teams. Oh, that's a long nade. Oh, yeah.
It's on to 6 angry men. And
look at that smoke.
Angry men. Yeah, they're just getting destroyed right now by Endgame. And not only that, they're getting third party. We got these grenades getting tossed all the way out there in the fields, right behind them. That's going to be Paradox NA. They had a pretty decent game last game as well. And here's the bus.
He's got that single tap.
Some shots.
Yeah, you can tell he's got that single tap on. He's tapping away. Hasn't been able to get a single hit from what it looks like. That has to be the longest smoke I've ever seen. But it does fade out as Endgame.
6 angry men are dead.
Yeah, 6 angry men are out. We see a big fight right now between Defeaters and Warning 6. They're able to get that flush. Oh, it's Spray getting the headshot on Dakota with that card 98, the kill feed. Love to see that. 13 teams remaining here. 17 minutes on the clock.
And it's coming down. It is coming down.
Fishy.
Defeaters up here in the north looking to reposition.
Fishy versus Wishy? It's a caster's dream.
They have been on the hunt. They have been on the hunt. Wishy cooking a grenade.
Trying to catch Fishy.
Yeah, Fishy did pop on up, but Wishy hears the bikes, hears the vehicles, and
you're saying Wishy hears Fishy?
Wishy hears Fishy confirmed, yes.
Okay, got to be really careful there, Fishy. Has to watch out for Wishy as what? Oh, he's gonna have to take care of Tigger first as he's throwing out those nades. Isn't able to kind of get through that door, and Defeaters are gonna have a whole nother team they have to deal with. Will that nade click? Oh, it doesn't. Getting close though. Getting close there, because right now Defeaters, they're outside the circle. They have to push through this. It's still zone 4. The zone doesn't hurt too much, but it's gonna start stinging pretty bad this next one. They're gonna have to start doing this press right now.
And they're getting ready to. They are getting ready to. 3 kills already on the squad of Defeaters, looking to make the push. Only one up. The last remaining member from Death Angels trying to back around.
Oh, the Molotov!
Spray down with that Uzi. Uzi versus Uzi. Fishy able to stay alive right now. That volley for them. Oh, but Ghosty, as I say that, I thought it was going to give him the cover to retreat, but no, they went right back on into the compounds, into the hands of the Defeaters. 4 kills.
Yeah, Tigger was trying to run out, but he was getting gate kept hard from 303, but what a return from Ghosty right there, getting a big shot. So now it's up to Defeaters to make some big plays. Richie, the IGL, is trying to go ahead and figure out what's the best scenario here. He has a bike, trying to heal up in this blue zone. Oh, look at this rotation they have to make. Not an easy one at all. Look at that.
What a shift. What a shift down there. Level X Esports That's team number 17. They're going to be right there on the edge. It does look like Endgame attempting to gatekeep them. Syndicate, though. Syndicate on the edge up there in the north, taking some shots onto Most Wanted. Right now, they're right on top of one another.
Yeah, and you can just see right now, Most Wanted are just holding the edge of the circle, throwing smokes, trying to secure this position a little bit better. And they are going against Syndicate. Syndicate, usually you always see them at the end here lately, at least with 2 alive. And they're always able to kind of get a decent placement. Love to see that right here, but they're going to have to. Jeremiah's in a 1v3 situation. He knows it, and he is on the rotation right now, able to get with his teammate. Love to see this teamwork. Even though they have 2 up, they're still going to work together and try to fight this one out and do the best they can.
Got that vector. I like it. Got the vector. It is ready there. Watching the backs there are anticipating the push from Most Wanted, and here it comes. Most Wanted getting ready to make the breach. Sleepless cooking a grenade.
Oh, got some.
Back and forth, and one of these nades will be landing, connecting onto Jeremiah, leaving this to be a 1v3, and Most
Oh,
Wanted
look at this.
taking that one down. But this is the battle for the hill, the king of the hill right now. Punjab Esports, they got a couple members up there at the top, bleeding on out. Fishy, though, we saw them earlier on connect their shots. They're going to be alive on the opposite end of this one. Spartan with the vector as well, able to secure the kill and might opt to go for
Fishy.
that revive.
It's all
Fishy.
about Fishy, baby, trying
The
to get it
last one
done.
up.
He's the last one up, like you mentioned. They have 5 kills so far. He has a pretty good position. And it looks like this Team 16, they're going to be able to go and get the revive here. But Latinos, you need those
cooking a grenade.
against... Oh, it's... Will he be able to connect it? Can Fishy get it done?
See in the kill feed. We'll have to see in the kill feed.
Doesn't see
That's a
anything like it yet.
1v3.
But it'll be insane if he does. We're seeing some teams. A lot of kills so far from all these squads that are left up. Most Wanted have 4 to themselves. They're going to have the same. We see Endgame at the south of this zone right now. Still just kind of waiting to see where this next zone goes. And we're going to find out right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. Only a couple seconds left.
Santa trying to land a grenade into the roof. That roof that Latinos Unidos are in is...
oh, look at Fish.
has
He's
a couple
so
holes.
stuck.
Fishy.
Oh,
Fishy.
that's it.
On the edge. Yeah, Fishy, you did your best. Squad proud. Out here, though, we got our team. Most Wanted will be taking some shots on those squads up there in the hill. And, you know, all these squads are no longer in the zone, and that's why we start to see that push.
Yeah, zones 5. Once you hit zone 5, zone 6, it's just the blue zone just becomes way too deadly to just sit in for any time at all. And you can see Team 16, they know that they have to try to get into this one. They're throwing some nades, they're throwing some smokes, trying to buy some time. We still need the Golden Murado making an appearance here in the late game. Love to see that. Danny from downtown trying to hit some shots with that 4X, not able to connect. And he's just trying to get an opening knock to at least give a little bit of breathing room for his squad to get into this next zone. Look at this circle. I mean, it's just all open field, all hills. This is tough.
So 3 alive for Most Wanted, 4 alive for Latinos Unidos, and we got 4 alive for our squad.
Oh, Valak with the spot.
Right here in the north. Valak going to be hopping on up over that hill, cresting on over with the scarf, looking to connect to get the final blow with the grenade, but the third party from behind. You got to watch your back right there. You got to watch your back.
Confirm,
Valak's grenade, able to get the confirm. What at what cost? Because now Most Wanted.
Oh, what a turn.
Falfino turned on by Santa right there. Oh my goodness, 303. They're getting picked apart right now. And trying to defend right now. Can they do it? No, Most Wanted coming out on top of that battle.
This is the Most Wanted I've been waiting to see here, and that is just, those are some big plays. I mean, you just have to hit those crazy shots. You see right now, Endgame, they've been suffering so far. They need this win right now, and trying to get it done against Latinos Unidos. Everfury's still alive. Oh, Jordy gets a big shot.
With the barrel.
Oh, not like this, Endgame. Not like this. Quick getting caught.
Jordy.
Oh, the Kodo! Kodo, God, he finishes it.
The Kodo finished. The Kodo clutch.
So strong.
That's what he is known for. Will be able to get the heels up. Probably get the reset on the entirety of the squad for Endgame, because they are so far away from the remainder of the enemy. Sleepless over here from Most Wanted. There's 2 up. There's 2 up right now. They are stuck in a challenging position right now. Meanwhile, that revive on Endgame. Endgame should be able to have the full team up here in just a moment.
Yeah, they are going to be able to have a full squad going into this match here. And Most Wanted still up with 2 members, 8 kills so far. So they have just been crushing it. These are 2 teams that are pretty low on the leaderboards right here. So these are both going to be some big games for them right now. But we'll see who is going to end up on top with that huge chicken dinner. Both these squads need it really, really bad. Let's find out here as this game is starting to come to a close. Spartanos Gaming.
Yeah,
but look at this. Both of them out of this circle right now. It's going to be all Endgame. I believe they're going to have the number advantage and the position here. So it's on their backs right now to win this one. I don't like that defensive smoke. That defensive smoke can be a little bit deadly because when you throw those smokes so close to yourself, it allows teams almost to feel free to push up on you. Got to be really careful with those, especially at endgame.
Tinker, Danny, the last 2 alive right now for Spartanos Gaming. 10 kills. This is their best game yet. Looking to get that chicken dinner. It's going to be a challenge. Endgame. They have 4 up. Looks like Swift might have spotted out Sleepless out there. And yeah, Sleepless is going to be ducking down right there. They got their grenades. Looks like Most Wanted. They have their grenades locked and loaded in their hands. We'll be tossing them on into the smokes, trying to connect right now.
There's Kodo spotting out squad 16. That's going to be Spartanos. And will he be able to get the finishes here? We'll see as Exotic starts pushing up on Swift.
That's tough.
So close.
That's tough. Yeah, taking out the play zone here this late in the game. That is tough. Everfury tried to make the aggressive push. Swift going to be popping on over there.
Endgame wins it.
Wow. It came down to it.
Yep. Endgame had the
Kodo.
zone. They had the position. Kodo clutched it right
Kodo
there
clutch.
at the end. Yeah, I mean, if he gets taken out, it's all over. But with him being able to get that finish, he was able to pick up the entire team. Zone ended up going on to them, and they were just able to get the rest of the team members right there. So that is a massive, massive win for Endgame, especially considering where they're currently sitting on the leaderboards, and also as well for Most Wanted. A second-place finish with what is that, 8 kills? Yeah, they got to be pretty excited about that. I mean, great game, great Miramar. Still 1 more left to go. But hey, let's go ahead and just go ahead and jump straight into the scoreboard and see what it is looking like after game number 3. And as you can see here in first place, still got Hometown. Hometown have been holding it down so far. 1 more match left to go. Will a team be able to pass this squad up? And it looks like the only teams that can really have a chance at doing it is going to be Syndicate and 303. Yeah, 303. Yeah. Chicken dinner, but it's going to have a chicken dinner pretty much. You know?
Yeah,
or
chicken dinner. Yeah, chicken dinner. And
or a second with a bunch of kills. I mean,
yeah,
totally possible.
It's doable.
Yeah,
it's doable.
But that just goes to show you how well, those squads did yesterday. And looking down, I see Quest still with 98 points in 6th place. But hey, at the end of the day, all these teams, all they want to do is just move on to the semis. Like the top is obviously for the clout. You want to be able to at least have some of that here. But let's move on over to the rest of the leaderboards to see what that is looking like, because this is going to be the most important factor. And we're looking at down. Impact still 34 points. Bats 30 as well. Powerful 17 points on the board. Yeah, these guys are going to have a tough time making it into this next round if they don't have a big pop-off game here in the last match.
Yeah, I mean, look at 17th place right now. Spartanos Gaming, they pretty much doubled their kills this past game. They had, 10, 11 kills, definitely doubling it. So, I mean, that just goes to show how one great, one solid game, how much that could shoot you up these leaderboards and, really help secure, your top 24. What are you thinking?
I mean, the big one, though, is it's Endgame. You got to consider Endgame. Yeah, I mean, they just got that chicken dinner, and that pushed them up to 20th place. I mean, they are currently the team with the as far as a team that has gotten a chicken dinner so far, they have the lowest of points, at least compared to Defeaters, who has 59 to 58. But, yeah, that was a much, much needed win to at least give them a little bit of breathing room here going into their last day, which will be coming up here shortly. But yeah, like this one here, they have 1 more match left. They want a good one here, because if they're able to get that, that would almost pretty much secure at least their spot into the next round. But you really never know, because a chicken dinner, a couple from any of these squads in these bottom rankings, that will fly them up the leaderboards.
Yeah, so one more game to go. We see 22nd place, 6 Angry Men. They're in today's games. Latinos Unidos, they are in today's games, 23rd position. So yeah, these teams, they have 5 more games. 5 more games to go in total. So they really need to they need to clutch it out. They need to clutch it out. End game, they're on the right track. They are on the right track to make sure to try to get off this page. And that's where you want to be. At the end of today, you want to be on the other page, the first page.
That's true. Absolutely. But we'll see what happens. One more match left to go here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll find out who is going to be able to move themselves up the leaderboards right after this quick break. And it's going to be Erangel. So, you definitely don't go nowhere. Get your popcorn, get your drinks ready. It's going to be a good one. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. Sorry, Dave. We got your cam up and ready to go here. That is third time's the charm. But guess what? This is the fourth match of the evening. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the players are locked and loaded and ready to go. Dave, you hyped for this one?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was watching the YouTube chat. A lot of Level X fans. A lot of Level X.
Love to see it.
Esports fans in the chat. So let's see if they can make the comeback here. The final game of the night.
Let's get into it. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, these players are already jumping on out of the plane. We're looking at endgame, heading on over to North George. Ever Fury. This is the OG strat right here. Ever Fury, remember, this is a guy back in the day, used to play with Beowulf, with Gangstars, and this is really nostalgic for me because I used to see him going to North George. That was their spot for the longest time, and it looks like he's going back to the basics there, claiming that spot as his own. But look at this, Gatka, it's going down here. 6 angry men, pissed off, and adding 1 extra kill onto the board for themselves.
Yeah, 6 pissed off men right now. I mean, they're looking to make the come up on the leaderboards. And
As soon as you said that, he punched the wall, Dave.
He pushed you off. Wow. What's
Yeah.
he punch? Death Angels, though, I gotta say, every single game tonight, Death Angels, one of their members were. Oh, hold up. Not
Not pig. Run away.
Not some pig.
Survive.
Hello?
Run. He can't choose. He's like, should I hold this tree? Should I hold this tree? Should
No
I run?
Mercy's
Should I hold
like,
this tree?
oh, No Mercy.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
it's his team. It's his team, baby.
They both got scooped up right here. Slapped
Oh, the
with
drive-by.
M16. Oh no, No Mercy crashed into the tree. That's gonna put a halt to the drive-by spray out here in the bush.
What is this drop right here? It's,
This
it's
is
kinda,
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, where they all landed a field? I mean, that's an insane drop location from all these guys. Steve-O, he was getting the comms from his team that they were headed his way. He had that M7, but I think do we have a pursuit here?
We have a hot pursuit. I mean, you got the lights in
We
the
got some
background.
runners.
You got the LEDs,
That's
so
right.
we are ready to go. You got the red and blue right on your tail, and No Mercy driving. No gun on No Mercy, just straight determination to catch up to SK. And looks like they are going to be missing out. Down here versus Buggy. Slash trying to hit these shots, trying to connect these M16 shots. And No Mercy's like, I got to get some weapons here. I got to get a gun.
You know what? It was worth it. It was worth it. I'm going to say that right now. I mean, that hunt down, that time could have been used for looting. It could have been used for strategizing. But you know what?
Who cares?
Making plays, baby.
Making
Like,
plays.
because if you go and you hit one of those out the vehicle, you hit the driver out, that's on the highlight reel right there,
Yeah.
So, hey, might as well go for it. Let's see what happens here. 1v1! Just HP. Oh, it switches to the pump shotgun. Oh, pre-fires it.
The pre-pump through the window, swapping on over to the Uzi. Needs to hit that reload. Was able to get
Good
the
night.
reload. Gonna be popping on out, taking down Berlin. Reloading the shotgun as well. Michael just over here, overlooking the craziness coming on out from Just HP. Now Just HP, they got their squad mates pulling up towards the support.
It's a big battle. Oh, Tigger, though, with the AK. You'd love to have that weapon when it comes to the early game because that 7.6 hurts so much. Hold the pre-fire. Oh, man, it's all Tigger here. He's insane. The king of the 2v1s today. He's just getting it done.
The thirst, the shot to the head. Ouch, that one hurts. Berlin still bleeding on out, and only one more member alive for
Now it's 3
the
angry
Death
men.
Angels.
It's down to 3 angry men here. Well, technically 2 as 1 is knocked. Tigger's going for the res. Stevie with the pre-fire. Will they decide to full send this? And they are. He's got the AK running on in. Pre-fires it.
What?
Gets the one.
What?
Now it's up to Tigger. And it's all over. It is all Steamy, baby. For 6 angry men, 4 kills on the board, and that is going to be this team out in 16th.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was going with that before we saw that that crazy drive-by kind of start right there. The Death Angels. Every single game here tonight, they have been in the first fight. Every game, they have been in the first fight within the first 5 minutes. I mean, they just don't really have a drop spot that is not contested.
Let me ask you this. I want to ask the chat. Go ahead.
Oh, ask the chat.
I gotta ask the chat. Okay, there's Death Angels in here, but for all the OGs in the NA scene, there's an old team called Black Angels. I want to know in the chat, which team do you think would perform better in this situation? Black Angels or Death Angels?
Well, Death Angels right now, this is, 8 games in. They have 7 kills. 7 kills, 8 games in. 1,900 total damage given, and then, oh, hello? Flipping that Dacia. And then almost 5,000 damage received. So, I mean, they're definitely good at soaking up the bullets out here. They're always in fights. Oh, I mean, I like that they're always in fights because every game it gives us something to talk about, within the first 5 minutes. I just want them to win some of them. I would love for them to perform.
I mean, that's the dream, right? Winning fights, that's what it's all about. You mean anybody can get into them, but winning them is that's the hard part. That's the hard part. 303, you can see Ralphino, he tried to drive underneath a little edge there, got caught up. Yeah, but he is, I mean, it looks like he's making Rage go for a run here. I mean, Ralphino could have easily had it there in the back of that buggy, but he said, nah, you're going to cover my 6 while I try to find a spot, and they are just going for the safest rotation possible. But we're moving over to Quest. Quest had a killer game number 2. He's trying to get a repeat performance here in game number 4. And they're hanging out pretty central right now in the zone, looting up and just trying to do it the best of their position right now.
So you asked the chat something. It's my turn, and I'll get your answer too.
Okay.
Chat. If you had to guess, maybe top 2 fraggers right now in the lobby, who would it be? Who would it be? Top 2, maybe top 3. Throw some names out there. Jukes, throw some names out there, man. Just off the top of the head. Off the top of your head, bro. What? Give me one name, and I'll tell you where they are. Give me one name.
Outsider.
Outsider. Okay, outsider. Let's check it. Not top 10. I can say that. I can say that without scrolling down too far. Not top 10.
What about Tigger?
Tigger. Also not top 10. Okay. I see where this is going. Relax, Jukes. All right. First place right now for the total kill leaderboard. Execute. They're not even playing tonight. Kill Switch.
Oh, Kill Switch was crushing it yesterday.
24 kills. 24 kills so far. Behind Kill Switch, and this could be the game. Syndicate has Serve with 21 kills. So this could be the game that we get the Swapperino. And then in third place, ninth circle, Perel with 17 kills. Tied actually with D-Pain from Syndicate. So Syndicate have 2 of the top 5 kill leaders in the entirety of the PMCO right now. So what a squad. What a squad.
The way that they just move together as a team, you could just definitely tell their synergy is just, I think that their synergy is at the highest level of any of these squads right now. That is going to be a fact. As we're starting to see a little bit of a reload screen here. Hopefully that will come back here in just a second.
That's a fact too. That's a fact too.
Yeah, so we'll see how that will work out.
We're back.
And it looks like we will be back here in a second, ladies and gentlemen. Just give us one moment. Bye.